to lay down my head.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's time for the dish.
It's your turn.
Do you guys remember the Brady Bunch episode when the kids broke that expensive vase and Mr. and Mrs. Brady didn't know about it, and they tried to glue it back together before Mom and Dad got home? Much like that, Dave Frazier broke the priceless, expensive picture frame on Libby's desk.
You were going to get in such trouble. Libby, wasn't me stirring the pot.
He's going, I need super glue and duct tape, stat. She's going to notice, Frazier. You busted it in 1,000 pieces. Oh, well, we'll do what we can.
You are going to get yourself in such trouble.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about movies?
I think that's Libby on your phone.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. We can hide out in the movie theater. She won't be able to find us there. There are lots of movies opening over Thanksgiving weekend. The one everybody's talking about is The Road. It is based on the best-selling book. It chronicles the journey of a father and son after an apocalypse. Now, I went out to L.A. a few weeks back to watch the movie and to bring you the Denver exclusive with the star, Viggo Mortensen. The movie is powerful. It is a heavy film, not for the kids. But I will say this, despite all the hardship and grief that you see in this movie, ultimately, Viggo tells me the message is a simple one. The ultimate message of this, people think, oh, Lord, post-apocalyptic, you die. But really, there's hope in all of this, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I think if you wanted to have a phrase, it would be stick around. It's always worthwhile, as we see in the story. Just being stubborn about it and valuing life, you know, trying to survive is worth it. You never know when things can turn around. You know, and that can be for an individual, it can be for a society, the economy, health, relationship, conflicts, you know, anything can turn around. I mean, that's the best advice I ever got as an actor when I was starting out. You know, when you're curious, well, how do I get to be a better actor? And how do I get to be in good stories and really be good at my craft? And the simple answer is stick around.
There's your simple answer. Stick around, Frazier. Stick around. The Road is rated R. It opens in theaters today. I have to say, enjoy the film. It's a tough one to watch.
He's kind of a serious dude, is he?
He is a very gracious man and a kind man, but he is very intense. He takes this very seriously. In this role, he did a great job.
And you said it was a dark film, not only in its content, but the way it was shot as well.
Very much so.
I mean, you can't shoot an apocalypse with rainbows.
Hello, Frazier.
I know,
it's the apocalypse.
But you said
what do you want, Rainbow Bright?
Exactly.
It's the end of the world. All right, time to head out to a different apocalypse, the disaster that I call TMZ. I'm only kidding. It's my favorite website, Mike Walters. You know what? If it were the end of the world and I could only hang out with one guy, it would not be you.
Thanks
but you'd be in my top 10.
Appreciate that.
For sure.
Appreciate that. Yeah. You're in my top 5. I'm with you. Top 5.
We're not even Facebook friends yet, buddy. What's the deal?
Because I'm one of those guys that doesn't have Facebook or MySpace.
Way to be, that's me.
You're a dork, dude.
Oh, jeez, you guys, get with the times.
He called you a dork.
He called me a dork.
You're on Facebook. Oh, your friends.
I'm Facebooking right now. If you'd have been my friend, you would have seen I posted the Adam Lambert controversy on my Facebook page.
Oh, yes,
Everybody's talking about it. And even today, it's still a brouhaha.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, everybody's kind of heard what happened. They saw the AMAs, really controversial performance. Now, why is it controversial? And what happened was he was supposed to do GMA, and they actually decided they didn't want to have him on for his performance, saying, well, we don't know what's going to happen with the performance. It's kind of like they're worried, basically. So CBS Early Show does the right thing. They stood up and said, we'll take him, because what are you talking about? Controversy. Now, I was so proud of him for doing it, and then what happens? They bring him on, and they interview him, and they showed the clip of him kissing another man, and they blur it out. And then right after that, as they're talking about it, they show Britney and Madonna kiss with the tongue, you know the one. They show that wide open, 2 women kissing, and it's like, wait a minute. So you can't show 2 men kissing, but you can show 2 women kissing. Where's the controversy there? I don't get it. If the controversy is that it's a man-on-man or woman-on-woman kiss, why would you show that one and not that one? Totally confusing. Well, I got a statement from CBS. We called up there and said, look, why would you do that? You stood up for the interview, then you did that. They said that this is the answer, that the other kiss between Britney and Madonna has been seen so many times that there's no shock value, and they're not really sure yet what the legal consequences are of the other kiss between Adam and the guy who played the bass or whoever the guy was he kissed. Well, wait a minute. It doesn't make any sense. This one, so it's new and it's shocking, so you would blur it, but no sense whatsoever. And I think this story isn't over yet. There's a lot of people that are questioning the media and people, performance and what is and isn't controversy or inappropriate for television.
But you know, Walters, you're out there in L.A. and you do a great job covering publicity. Don't you think, controversy or not, this certainly keeps Adam and his album front and center? Everybody's talking about it. Is that the point?
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, the first time I saw it, I said, this was planned. Come on. This guy, brilliant kid, brilliant people behind him going, all right, so he comes out in the open that he's gay. They said, okay, you're going to do your first huge performance. Do something controversial. Now I don't know if kissing a guy was the main thing that they decided to do, but it doesn't matter. Do something, and what happens? Everybody talks about you the next day, and it's the biggest story. But you know what? Look, the music industry right now, the guy's got to have talent. If he's going to stick around now, these people, you can only manufacture it so long, and then it goes down the drain. So I don't know, but you're right. Good move, though, on his part, because I haven't said his name more in one day since he was on American Idol today.
Well, there you have it. Hey, we're out of time. I hate when we run out of time. So would you Facebook me later?
Yeah, hey, go erase your Facebook account, you dork. God.
You're
I
a
know
good
you're
man.
popular, you're Twitter, it's Denver.
Yeah,
I know.
well.
You have to do it. You got a lot of fans. I don't have any fans, so I don't have to do it.
I'm your #1 fan for sure, Walters. I'll see you tomorrow on the show. Happy Thanksgiving, my friend.
You too, dude. I'll see you
TMZ.com, one of my favorite websites. What's wrong?
I agree with him. Yeah, get off the Facebook.
What, did you quit?
Hey, I have to ask you quickly. I know you've got a lot of stuff to get to.
Yeah, we got tons of stuff to get to.
But you said you were talking with Mike, and you said, somebody may have told him controversy. But Mike said, and you've said too, Adam Lambert is talent. Shouldn't that be enough? I mean, I got no problem with what he did. I wasn't blown off the couch. But shouldn't the talent speak for itself? If you were advised to go and shake it up, wouldn't you just say, no, I'm talented. I don't need to do that.
Well, that's the whole point. Today's music industry, I think everybody's looking to try to get a buzz.
Yeah.
Just having a great voice sometimes doesn't cut it. You got to create that buzz.
I think the kid's talented, and that's enough for me.
What's your favorite song of his then?
I can't think of one.
Well, that's a glowing testimonial from Dave Frazier.
Touché.
I love Adam Lambert. I don't know any of his music. All right. Onward we go. Dave Frazier does have amazing talent. I kid him, but this guy can move. In fact, if you look for him, you'll see him next season on the new hit reality show, Limping with the Stars.
Like Regis, I need my hip replaced.
But once again, Dave is outdone by Donny Osmond. Congrats to Donny as he takes home the trophy for season 9. Wins the whole shebang. Nearly 20 million people tuned in to watch him beat out Kelly Osbourne, Maya. In related news, Judge Karianne Anaiba is actually starting this Thanksgiving in surgery. She's gone under the knife today to relieve stiffness in her neck caused by a spinal disease. So we wish her a speedy recovery, and we wish congrats to Donny Osmond. You know how Dave Frazier feels about Lady Gaga?
Love her.
Loves her. What's your favorite song of hers?
I can't think of the title.
And now we know why Frazier loves her. She's doing it all for the freaks. Gaga is set to appear on Ellen this Friday, and she says she was a total freak in high school. She says, quote, the whole point of what I do is to make people feel like they have a freak like me they can hang out with, so they can feel free to celebrate. Who would have guessed that Lady Gaga is a freak by watching this video?
Never would have guessed.
I'd have never guessed.
Now that type of a gimmick works.
Yeah, she's the queen of marketing too.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of racy singers, how about Casey Battaglia? I love a classic love ballad, and you know her timeless song with those timeless lyrics. Call my man again, and I'm gonna bleep you up. Gonna bleep you up. You know that one?
Yeah.
It's classic.
Yeah.
The pop sensation was in our Deuce studios this morning for a preview of her Denver performance. Her single, Crazy Possessive, has become a monster hit. And you're going to have the chance to see her tonight. She really is an awesome singer, a real up-and-comer. She's playing over at Trax Nightclub on Walnut tonight. Doors open at 9 o'clock. Dave Frazier, will you be there?
No.
Come on!
I'm working.
I know one gal who will be there shaking a tail feather.
Who's that?
This gal. You know who this is?
No, who is that?
That's Katie Couric. What? That is Katie.
You know, when I first looked at it, I thought for a split second it might be.
It is. A whole bunch of like racy dancing photos have surfaced on the web. These were taken during her celebration back in 2006 when she got the anchor gig. They're posted online in an album called 4 Martini Minimum. Congrats to Katie Couric. And finally, just in time for Christmas, it is a new Barbie doll. Who wouldn't want Burqa Barbie? 500 Barbies have now been dressed in these unique garments. It's part of the doll's 50th anniversary. The designer says it is important for girls everywhere to have a Barbie that represents them. So there you have it, Burqa Barbie. These particular dolls will be auctioned off. The whole thing goes to charity, and that is your dish on this Thanksgiving Eve.
And again, is there such a thing?
Yeah, there is indeed. Now, of course, Frazier has to go shopping for me, and it seems like my Christmas list gets longer and more expensive every year.
And I think you sort of sat down my kids as well. So, hey, the lists do get long, and what makes them worse is all the tech gifts that are out there.
Right.
Good things. Everybody wants them. Well, up next, guys from Best Buy here in studio with some great ideas for the holiday season. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Electronic.